Running for County Sheriff, the incumbent sheriff, nonpartisan, Mr. Dennis Dotson. Dennis?
Well, good afternoon. Thank you to the organizers for making this possible for candidates from different offices to speak with you. I am Dennis Dotson, and I am your sheriff. And in order to judge how someone will lead, it's pretty important to know how they've led. Under my leadership, we've reorganized jail operations 4 times. The organizations resulted in more than a $2 million savings in jail operation costs over a 4-year period. We increased the bed capacity of your jail from 128 to 161 beds, and we did it with a smaller workforce. We were the first jail in Oregon to replace supervision of inmates with video monitoring. And this kept us from having to close a housing unit and release 34 inmates due to the loss of 5 correction deputy positions. In 2007, I created a Blue Ribbon Committee consisting of criminal justice partners and citizens. They were asked to evaluate jail operations and make recommendations to me. And the results of that were improved management of jail beds, improved management of parole and probation violators, and significantly reducing the incident of the early release of inmates. We created the Animal Shelter Worker Inmate Program in 2006, and in 2007, we expanded the Inmate Worker Program to include community projects. Introduced Tip of the Week. Some of you may have heard of the Tip of the Week. I host a weekly radio talk show. We introduced the bi-monthly sheriff's email newsletter that you can sign up for free of charge on your sheriff's office website. I've hosted 13 community meetings since 2006. We also speak to school children, homeowners associations, neighborhood groups, service clubs, and chambers of commerce on a continual basis. We've been awarded more than $2.75 million from 21 grants in the past 8 years. We secured funding for the training and equipment of our local community emergency response teams. You've heard of them called CERT. We secured funding for the rebuild of the public safety radio communications system in this county, which was just completed. We created a new website, which became the model for the county website, and we added Facebook in 2011. Soon, we'll be adding a smart app for your sheriff's office. You can obtain information from that app. Years ago, we partnered with Meals on Wheels to provide pet food to their clients who own dogs and cats. We've partnered with many nonprofits and other organizations such as the Children's Advocacy Center, Samaritan House, Truman Center, Food Share of Lincoln County, the School District, the Oregon Coast Community College, and the Commission on Children and Families. We introduced online crime reporting, internet video visitation for our inmates, an automated system for receiving bail and allowing deposits from family and friends to be made directly into inmate commissary accounts. We've introduced parenting classes in the jail and a cooking course to qualify inmates for jobs after the release. 8 years ago, I promised under my leadership that your sheriff's office would strive to earn your trust, produce results, and keep you safe. I've never shirked from that commitment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dennis. We have 3 questions. First being, you've talked a lot about your budget management during this campaign. What have you done or will do to reduce crime? Please use numbers, be specific.
To reduce crime?
That's the question.
We receive, your sheriff's office receives over 24,000 calls for service every year. You have 11 patrol deputies to respond to the vast majority of those calls. It is nearly impossible for them to be more than just responding from call to call to call and recording what has occurred. We have partnered with groups, as I stated earlier. We work with citizens. We certainly encourage their ideas and their comments for assistance on how to address crime and try to make people safe.
In fact, this question is, I'll ask it again, how would you keep the dispatch local with the high cost of services, limited budget, and unfunded need for thousands of dollars in equipment upgrades?
Well, currently, dispatch is still being dispatched out of Newport. So we'll see what the future holds for that as to whether there will be a satellite spot or not. That would be left up to an advisory group that consists of the users of all of the dispatch center that's located in Salem, which are from Polk County, Marion County, and now Lincoln County. The costs were such that there was, without going to the voters and asking for some significant tax increases, wasn't any way to pay for the upgrades that were necessary, not only in the radio communications, but in the equipment and the software that is used. To give you an example, we were looking at software about 5 years ago for replacement for a computer-aided dispatching and a records management system. It's over $1 million, folks. That's rather expensive. Right now, we partner with many other agencies. Now we share those costs, and we are benefiting. The citizens are benefiting from the latest technology. That's what's important, to keep you safe.
And last but not least, Dennis, talk about the role of the Lincoln County Sheriff's Posse and how you will continue to utilize that posse.
Mounted Posse, an amazing group of volunteers, men and women. Just Friday evening, we had a spouse recognition dinner, as a matter of fact, an annual event. And it is very humbling to be associated with this group of individuals who are ready to respond to a call from your sheriff's office for assistance for either preserving a crime scene, to conducting a search, to being involved in a number of community projects and providing safety for the people that want to attend those public events. Seafood and Wine, for example, the Salmon Bake in Depot Bay, and many others. But we'll continue to utilize these great men and women. They're absolutely fantastic, and we're all lucky to have them.
Sheriff Dotson, you have 1 minute for a final summation for your candidacy for re-election.
Just to say that your sheriff's office has worked very, very hard to make our county a safer place to live, to educate our children, to own a business, to visit and recreate. Under my leadership, we've partnered, as I said, with many organizations and many of our citizens to work together to resolve our issues. You know, we've strived to provide our citizens with information about what your sheriff's office is doing through, as I said, tip of the week, Facebook, radio programs, community meetings, newsletters, and of course the news media. Mr. Wheeler made a statement earlier that I was wondering if maybe he'd looked at my nose or something like that, but because he was right on. Leadership is having a vision for the future and the ability to motivate others to achieve that vision. That's exactly what we've done. And we're going to continue to do that. I am asking for your support in order to continue for another 4 years and build on the great progress that's been made with your sheriff's office. Thank you.